Philip Turle's keeping an eye on this story for us. He joins us now for more on this. Philip, what more can you tell me first about these new appointees?
Well, Donald Trump still has 70 days to go as president of the United States until the 20th of January. So he can basically still do what he wants and appoint whom he likes. So gone, as you said, is Mark Esper. He was sacked, the Defense Secretary. He's been replaced by a Trump loyalist, Christopher Miller, who was the director for national counterterrorism. He's a driving force behind many of Trump's foreign policy initiatives. Also gone is Jen Stewart, Esper's chief of staff. He's been replaced by Kash Patel, another Trump loyalist. He was among the names mentioned in the Trump impeachment inquiry into the administration's decision to delay military aid to Ukraine. Also gone, either sacked or resigned, was James Anderson, the Deputy Undersecretary for Defense for Policy, replaced by Brigadier General Anthony Tutter. He's a very controversial figure who's made numerous Islamophobic comments and promoted conspiracy theories claiming that President Obama was a terrorist leader who did more to harm the United States and to help Islamic countries. And also gone is Joseph Kernan. He may have resigned or he may have been sacked. It's unclear. He was the Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, who's been replaced by another Trump loyalist, Ezra Cohen-Watnick. So all in all, these Trump loyalists are taking the place of civilians. And sources within the Pentagon have been saying, well, this is like a series of beheadings that is taking place within the Pentagon. The White House clearing out the Pentagon of its civilian officials and placing in its own pawns in a bid to make it more political. They say this is President Trump blatantly politicizing an institution by putting in yes people who will follow his orders, even if they are illegal. So for the moment, it's unclear about what is going to happen next. But this seems to be another example of President Trump taking out those who don't agree with him. He believes that he has unrestrained, unconditional power. That power may soon be running out on the 20th of January, and he's going to exercise it until the last minute, believing still that he won the US election.
So, of course, there are going to be very possible policy reasons behind these appointments as well.
Well, that is true. The question is being raised as to whether the departure of Mark Esper and other officials will clear the way for President Trump to pursue initiatives that he wants to pursue, but which the Pentagon opposes. Well, one of them, to begin with, was the use of active duty forces against any future protests under the Insurrection Act, i.e. American troops firing on American protesters. And the second one is going against military advice, which President Trump has been given by US military officials concerning the return to the United States of US troops from Afghanistan before Christmas. That's something that Donald Trump wants to do, but military officials in the US have warned against that, saying that it's too early to bring those troops out because their withdrawal is conditioned on progress in talks with the Taliban. Those talks have not gone according to plan, and also with the Taliban cutting all links with al-Qaeda. That's something they haven't done yet. So they say it's too early to bring those US troops back home just yet. But it appears that that is something Donald Trump wants to do. But the bottom line here, Jeannie, is that for the moment, no one has any real idea what the long-term plan is.
Indeed. Philip, thank you for that. France 24's Philip Turle.